Your team is good. They are working hard every single day. They make their calls, send their emails, close some deals, but you know they could be doing better. You feel a constant pressure to grow revenue, to hit bigger targets, to stay ahead of the competition. The market is changing fast. The sales strategies that worked last year are losing their edge. You lie awake at night wondering what you are missing. Is there a better way to structure your sales process? Are you coaching your team on the right things? Are you investing in the right technology to support their efforts? Let's call our sales leader Sarah. Sarah manages a team of 12 reps at a growing software company. Her team's performance has plateaued. The board is asking tough questions about the sales forecast for the next quarter. She knows she needs fresh ideas and a solid, data-backed plan to present to her superiors. Sarah feels overwhelmed by the sheer volume of sales advice online. She doesn't have time to sift through endless blog posts and podcasts. She needs trusted, actionable insights she can implement quickly to make a real difference for her team and her company. Sarah's challenge is universal for anyone in sales leadership. You are tasked with navigating uncertainty and delivering predictable results. You need more than gut feelings or anecdotes. You require a reliable compass, a map drawn from extensive research and real-world data. This guide is designed to be that map. We will walk through a powerful resource called Gartner for sales leaders. What it is, how it works, how you can use it to solve problems like Sarah's. We will explore the tools, the reports, step-by-step methods to turn insights into measurable success. Think of this journey as a 12-minute briefing. We will cover the essentials clearly and simply. My goal is to equip you with the knowledge to use this resource effectively, building a new sales strategy, coaching your team, justifying a budget request. We will break it down into manageable sections, basic definition, practical examples, quick tips. By the end, you will have a clear roadmap for mastering Gartner and using it to drive your sales team toward consistent, predictable growth and success. Let's begin with a simple definition. Gartner is a well-known research and advisory company. For decades, businesses of all sizes have relied on Gartner for its expert analysis of technology and business trends. They conduct rigorous, independent research to help leaders make smarter decisions. Gartner for Sales Leaders is a specific service within this larger company. Research, best practices, tools, expert advice. It is laser-focused on the unique challenges and opportunities that exist within the world of sales. It is not just about technology, it's about the entire sales ecosystem, people, processes, strategy. This service aims to provide the intelligence sales leaders need. The core purpose of Gartner for Sales Leaders is to arm you with evidence-based practices. Instead of relying on guesswork, you get access to insights derived from vast amounts of data and interviews with thousands of companies. The research addresses the most pressing issues that keep sales leaders up at night. Designing effective sales compensation plans, mastering virtual selling techniques in a post-pandemic world. The goal is to provide clear, unbiased guidance that helps you optimize every facet of your sales organization for better performance and higher revenue. So, who is this service designed for? The primary user is, of course, the sales leader. Vice presidents of sales, sales directors, frontline sales managers develop their strategic plans, benchmark their team's performance against industry standards, and stay informed about emerging trends. However, its usefulness extends beyond leadership. Sales enablement professionals, sales operations professionals, use Gartner's tools and frameworks to build training programs and streamline processes. Even C-level executives often consult Gartner's research to validate the company's overall sales strategy and ensure it aligns with broader business objectives. What makes Gartner a trusted source in a crowded market of business advice? The answer lies in their methodology. Gartner employs a large team of analysts and experts who are deeply embedded in the industries they cover. They don't just offer opinions, they base their recommendations on a structured research process that includes surveys, client inquiries, and detailed market analysis. This rigorous approach is why so many organizations are willing to invest in a subscription. They are not just buying reports, they are buying confidence and the assurance that decisions are grounded in objective, high-quality research that reflects the realities of the modern market. When you gain access to Gartner for Sales Leaders, you are not just getting a library of articles, you are unlocking a comprehensive toolkit designed to support every aspect of your job. The content can be broadly categorized into a few key types, each serving a distinct purpose. The most well-known of these are the in-depth research reports, sales talent development, go-to-market strategy, key account management. They explain complex trends and provide data-driven insights. They outline actionable recommendations you can begin to consider for your team. Beyond the detailed reports, you will find a wealth of practical tools and templates. These help you bridge the gap between knowing and doing. A ready-to-use template for conducting sales coaching sessions, a scorecard for evaluating sales technology vendors, a framework for building a territory plan. These resources save you countless hours of work. Instead of creating these essential documents from scratch, you can download a proven, expert-designed template and customize it to fit the specific needs and context of your sales team. Another key service is access to Gartner's experts through webinars and analyst inquiries. The platform regularly hosts live webinars where analysts present their latest research findings and answer questions from the audience. This is a fantastic way to hear directly from the experts and gain a deeper understanding of the material. For subscribers, many licenses also include the ability to schedule one-on-one calls with analysts. This allows you to discuss your specific challenges and get personalized advice tailored to your company's situation, which can be an invaluable resource when facing a particularly complex or unique problem. Finally, the service includes a variety of shorter, more digestible content formats. Market guides that compare different software solutions, checklists to ensure you have covered all the critical steps in a process, and compelling case studies that show how other companies have successfully implemented Gartner's advice. These formats are perfect for when you need a quick answer or want to share a specific idea with your team without overwhelming them with a 30-page report. This mix of deep research, practical tools, expert access, and quick reference content makes Gartner for sales leaders a versatile and powerful asset. Getting started with Gartner for sales leaders can feel a bit daunting at first, but the website is designed to be quite intuitive once you understand its basic structure. The very first step is to gain access. Many mid-sized and large companies already have a corporate license, which means you may be able to create an account using your work email address. If your company does not have a license, you can visit gartner.com/in-sales and request information on subscribing. Some content and reports are often available for free, which can give you a good preview of the value they provide. Once you have logged in, you will land on a dashboard that serves as your main portal. The most prominent feature on this page will likely be the search bar. This is your most powerful tool. Think of it like a search engine for all of your sales leadership questions. You can type in broad topics, like sales compensation, or more specific queries like best practices for QBRs with key accounts. The search algorithm is robust and will pull up a variety of relevant content, reports, templates, webinars, which you can then filter to narrow down your results. The site is organized by key sales functions and topics: sales strategy and planning, sales talent, sales operations, sales technology. This structure allows browsing even without a specific query, surfacing adjacent ideas. A crucial feature is the ability to save reports or tools to your personal library. Create folders for different projects to keep your priorities organized. Taking a few moments to save and organize as you go will save you time later and keep your strategic initiatives on track. Section 5, From Theory to Action, Reading a Gartner Report. A Gartner research report can be dense, but you don't need to read every word to get value. Use a simple, systematic approach. First, read the executive summary. Look for key findings. Look for strategic planning assumptions. It's usually on the first page and distills the report's crucial points. It gives a high-level overview of the problem, summarizes the research, and states the main conclusions. Next, go to recommendations. This is where theory turns into action. Analysts give a clear, concise list of what to do. Standardize your sales coaching process. Invest in technology that automates non-selling activities. Focus on recommendations that are applicable and feasible now. Then scan the body for supporting evidence. Charts, graphs, data points, frameworks. Use evidence to build a business case and get buy-in. A powerful chart can be more persuasive than paragraphs of text. Finally, find associated tools and templates in the report. Downloadable tools might include a worksheet, a checklist, or an Excel-based pipeline health assessment tool. Download and explore these resources to turn research into action. End by jotting down 3 specific actions you'll take based on the report. Section 6. Building your sales engine. A use case in planning. Let's return to our sales leader, Sarah. She needs to create a powerful sales plan for the upcoming year to break through her team's performance plateau. This is a perfect use case for Gartner for sales leaders. Instead of starting with a blank document and a sea of uncertainty, Sarah can use Gartner as a structured guide to build a data-driven strategy. Her first step is to use the search bar to find research relevant to her primary goal, revenue growth in the B2B software market. She searches for B2B software sales strategy and sales planning for growth. The search results provide her with several key reports. One report, titled The Future of B2B Sales, highlights a major trend: the shift toward buyer-led, digital-first purchasing journeys. It recommends that sales leaders focus on enabling buyers with useful content and tools rather than pushing a hard sell. Another report on strategic account planning provides a framework for identifying high-potential accounts for targeting high-potential accounts. Sarah reads the executive summaries and recommendations of these reports, and she begins to see a clear path forward. Her new strategy must be more customer-centric and focused on a smaller number of high-value accounts. Now, Sarah moves from ideas to execution. In the Strategic Account Planning report, she finds a link to a downloadable account plan template. She downloads the template, which includes sections for identifying key stakeholders, mapping out business challenges, and defining a value proposition for that specific account. She also finds a go-to-market readiness checklist in another report. She uses this checklist to assess her team's current capabilities against the requirements of the new, digitally focused strategy she is envisioning. This helps her identify critical gaps in skills and technology that she needs to address in her plan. Armed with research and practical tools, Sarah builds her sales plan. The plan is no longer based on her gut feelings alone. It is grounded in industry data and best practices. Her plan proposes a shift to an account-based selling model for her top reps, a new training program on digital selling skills, and a small investment in a content-sharing tool to help reps enable buyers. When she presents this plan to her executive team, she supports each recommendation with data and charts directly from the Gartner reports. Her leaders are impressed by the thoroughness and data-driven nature of her proposal, and they approve her budget request. The value of Gartner for sales leaders truly comes to life when you see how it can be applied to solve everyday sales challenges. Let's look at 3 simple, real-world examples. Our first example is a mid-sized manufacturing company struggling with high turnover in its sales team. The vice president of sales suspects that their coaching process is weak but isn't sure how to fix it. He searches Gartner for sales coaching framework and discovers a report that outlines a simple, 30-minute weekly coaching cadence. The report includes a template with specific questions to ask, focusing on pipeline health skill development deal strategy, moving beyond just reviewing the numbers. The VP implements this structured coaching framework with his frontline managers. Every Friday, each manager holds a dedicated 30-minute session with their reps using the Gartner template as a guide. The conversations become more productive and forward-looking. Reps feel more supported and begin to see clear improvements in their skills and their ability to close complex deals. After 6 months, the VP notices a significant increase in the team's quota attainment and a marked decrease in voluntary turnover. The simple act of adopting a proven coaching framework transformed the team's culture and performance. Our second example involves a fast-growing tech startup that needs to select its first customer relationship management system. The founder, who also acts as the head of sales, is overwhelmed by the number of options on the market. She uses Gartner to find a market guide for CRM sales technology. The guide doesn't just rank vendors, it explains the key features to look for based on a company's size and sales process complexity. It provides a checklist of questions to ask vendors during demos. This helps the founder clarify exactly what her team needs from a CRM, focusing on ease of use and mobile access. Using the guide and checklist, the founder evaluates 3 different CRM vendors. She is able to ask intelligent, pointed questions that go beyond the standard sales pitch. She confidently selects a CRM that is a perfect fit for her team's current needs and has the ability to scale as the company grows. This informed decision prevents a costly mistake and equips her team to sell more effectively rather than adding admin work. To truly master Gartner for sales leaders and get the most out of your subscription or access, it is important to adopt a few simple habits. First and foremost, always start with the executive summary. As we've discussed, this is the quickest way to get the core message of any report. Don't feel obligated to read every document from start to finish. Be strategic with your time. Use the summary to qualify relevance, then dive deeper if it fits your current challenges. My second tip is to actively use the templates and tools. Gartner's templates are your shortcut to action. Whether it's a sales compensation plan calculator, a territory planning worksheet, or a coaching guide, use them. Third, make learning a team sport. Share insights and discuss one key recommendation in your weekly meeting. Finally, use Gartner's data to make your case. Use the charts, statistics, and benchmarks in your presentations. Citing Gartner adds credibility and accelerates buy-in. As with any popular resource, a few myths and misconceptions have sprung up around Gartner. One common myth is that Gartner is only useful for massive, Fortune 500 corporations. While large enterprises are key clients, the insights are often universally applicable. A small or mid-sized business can gain enormous value by applying effective sales coaching and strategic account planning, scaled to their size and budget. Another myth is that Gartner provides a single, magical correct answer. This is not true. Gartner provides data, options, and evidence-based frameworks, not a rigid prescription. Analysts present trends and recommend best practices, but you must adapt advice to your specific industry, company culture, and market conditions. Your role as a leader is to interpret the research and choose the path that fits your situation. Gartner is a compass, not a GPS giving turn-by-turn directions. Before you start searching, what is the single most important sales challenge right now? What is our primary goal this quarter this year? Clarity helps avoid getting lost in interesting but irrelevant information. Once you find a relevant report, ask, which recommendations are feasible in the next 90 days? What resources do we need? Who leads the change? How will we measure success? What obstacles might we face? And how will we address them? Implementing ideas from Gartner is just the beginning of the journey. To create lasting change and drive sustainable growth, be disciplined about measuring impact. Before you launch any new initiative, whether it's a new coaching cadence or an account-based selling pilot program, you need to define what success looks like in clear, quantifiable terms. Identify the KPIs you expect to change: win rate, average deal size, sales cycle length, percentage of reps at quota. Once you have your baseline metrics, track them consistently over time. If you implemented a new coaching framework to improve deal qualification, are you seeing an increase in win rate after 3 months? If you adopted a new key account planning template, is the average deal size for those target accounts growing? This data provides objective feedback. Celebrate wins, build momentum, and pivot if results lag. Beyond measurement, foster a culture of continuous learning. Encourage simple habits. Read one relevant report each month, host a brief lunch and learn each quarter, use frameworks as a common language, and turn every deal review into a learning opportunity. In summary, Gartner, for sales leaders, provides the research, tools, and expert advice. Approach it with a clear goal, use the tools to take action, share insights with your team, and measure your results.